Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery in our video studio today to bring you our monthly specials video where we talk to you about new arrivals and special deals, and this is going to be for the month of March. So I'm going to start over here with our special deals. This is going to be deals we're going to have on different products for the month of March only. You can look at all of them, all of the deals that we have on our website to check out everything we have. We just picked out 3 to highlight here. I'll start right on top here with the Black Eagle Dan McCarthy PS23 carbon arrows. So in the 3D world, we just had our first national 3D tournament of the year. PS23s are going to be one of the most common shafts that you're going to see out there. Just a great arrow, especially for 3D archery. Great also for indoor, you know, for those USA Archery, World Archery tournaments where you have a 23 diameter max. This is going to be a great one for that. But Black Eagle, 100% carbon. It's going to have a 0.001 straightness tolerance. So that's about as straight as you can get in an arrow shaft. But it is going to be the shafts only. All the components you're going to have to buy separately. And what we have in for spines is we have 250, 300, 350, 400, and 500. Those are going to be the spines that PS23 are available in. And so what we have for the month of March, our special deal with the Black Eagle PS23s, is when you buy a dozen of these arrow shafts, you're going to get a $20 LAS gift card to go with it. So you can buy some of those components that you're going to need for these shafts. All right, next up, let's go right up front here. We have the UltraView UV3 scope kit. So this is going to be a complete scope kit, which means you're going to get the scope body, and it's going to include the cartridge here that has your light inside. And then you're going to get the cartridge here, you know, this is so you can run your fiber through it. Now, in the box, you're going to get a lens. And this one here, I happen to have an 8X drilled lens. We have the different powers we have are 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8. Those are going to be your options for magnification, but you're going to get, you know, fiber to run a pin in there. You're going to get stick fiber to go through that drilled lens. You're going to get 2 extra batteries. There's 2 batteries in here. You're going to get 2 extra batteries as well. You're going to get different colored levels if you want, and then a whole bunch of different colored, for if you're using a solid lens, different, you know, dots, circles, crosses, different things you can put on your lens for aiming. So complete scope kit. Incidentally, it does use these scope housings take a 1 3/8 inch lens. That's going to be the lens sizes that they use. You can put this scope on pretty much any target site out there, and then a lot of hunting sites. Not all of them, but on most of the sites, hunting sites that allow you to remove the scope, this one's going to fit on most of those. Again, that's not all of them, but it's going to be a lot of them. And so what we have for the UV3 scope kit, we have these at 17% off this month. And lastly, for our special deals for March, we have the Zeiss Terra Ed 42s. These are going to be 10 by 42 binoculars in this coyote brown color. Kind of cool color there. 10 by 42, of course, what that means is 10 power magnification, 42 millimeter objective lens, and these things just have, you know, you can probably see this dimpling here, good for hand traction. They do have this insert right here is kind of rubberized, give you some good traction in the grip. Nice big focal wheel here, just a great pair of compact. You can see how small those are. Great pair of compact 10 by 42 binoculars by Zeiss. Of course, Zeiss has that incredible glass quality, so this thing is going to be everything. It's going to be gas infused to keep out water. They're going to be waterproof. It's going to have coated lenses to knock down glare. All the things we love about Zeiss glass, you're going to get in the Terra Ed 42s. And we have these for 20% off this month. That's a great price on those Zeiss binoculars. Now, moving over to the other side of the table here, we're going to talk to you about some new arrivals. So what these are is, in the full list of products, they may be new products on the market, or they may just be new products to our inventory. And the two that we picked here, these aren't brand new. They've been out for a little bit, but they are new to our inventory in good supply. And so what we're going to start first here with is the Garmin Zero C1 Pro chronograph. Look at this thing. This is an awesome little chronograph here mounted on this tripod. You'll be able to use this for archery or for guns. You can see here, it's going to run you through different sessions here. I'm going to pick session, start a new session. I'm going to hit bow. I'll just skip that for now, but you can set in your arrow weight and everything if you want to calculate kinetic energy. Hit that, and then I'm going to start taking shots. And so what we found, I'll tell you, with this chronograph is it works best if the chronograph itself is back from your target face by about 8 to 10 yards. That's the distance we found where it works best, because what it is it needs the arrow to go over top of it and then track it. And what you're going to do is you're just going to shoot your bow straight over top. You've got about a 12-inch window to shoot over top of it, and then it's going to track your arrow going to the target. Obviously, we're talking about arrows because we're Lancaster Archery, so that's what we're using this chronograph for. But I mean, it weighs nothing. You can see how small it is. You can mount it on any tripod. This tripod's probably great for gun shooting, to be honest. Put it on the bench in front of you. But just a great small chronograph that you can carry with you anywhere to get the calculations for your arrows, arrow speed, kinetic energy, things like that. All right, next up over here, we have the brand new Excel Achieve XP Pro target sight. There's going to be a 6-inch and a 9-inch version in this compound sight. That's what we're showing here. There's a recurve version as well, but this is the compound sight. And if you're familiar with target sights, the Excel Achieve line, that's nothing new. That's won tournaments all over the world. And what they do at Excel is they have just been improving that line through the years. So this is the latest version, the Excel Achieve XP Pro, and they have redesigned this from end to end, starting with here your connection to the bow. If I can show you this here, you're going to see this little piece that's sticking out. So this is what they call their wedge lock. So on most target sights, your bolt here is just going to press some sort of rounded piece of metal or carbon usually into that dimple, and then that's going to be the only thing that pins your sight to the mounting block. Well, what the folks at Excel have noticed is that they have this wedge. So this whole big piece here, that increases the surface area that is pressing in on the bar to hold it in place. You can see the dimples, that's actually for the ball right down here in the bottom. That's just locating your distance. That's all it's doing, is letting you know that you're in the different positions as you move the sight in and out, when you're trying to get your sight picture. But then we've got struts on both sides there. So this is like a super stable bow mount connection here. There's a ton of features in here, like you're going to have a micro adjust first axis adjustment here. You just turn that screw and you're going to micro adjust that to get that tower straight. One of the coolest things about this sight is actually internally, which you can't see, but it is a spring tension system. And so when you shoot a compound bow, if you've ever seen high speed footage, super slow motion of the vibration that comes through the bow at the shot, these things twist and turn and vibrate and do all kinds of crazy stuff that you can't see at normal speed, but it happens. And so this internal spring system in here is meant to kind of knock down that vibration. Because what happens is at the shot is so violent that sometimes your scope head here can move a little bit out of position. So Excel came up with this internal spring system that absorbs that vibration and minimizes it. And Greg Summers and his folks at Excel have done some testing, and this thing basically comes back to exactly where it was before you shot it every time, and that is super incredible. You know, it's got a lot of the normal features that we love about sights. You do have a quick adjust. Press on that button there. You can move up and down. You do have then your knob for elevation, your matching knob for windage. You've got locks. You've got a quick disconnect for your scope. One of the new features here is this micro adjust pointer here, indicator. You're just going to turn this wheel and move that indicator up and down. That's a super handy feature if you've ever messed around with the simple brake lock screw and then you got to move it by hand. This is way simpler than that. You're going to get a bunch of metal sight tapes and paper sight tapes in the box, but just a bulletproof compound bow sight. We're excited to see this one, the Excel Achieve XP Pro. All right, so that's what we have for our March monthly specials and new arrivals. To see everything that we have in those categories this month, be sure to click the link in the description below. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to click that bell to get notifications whenever we put out new videos. As always, if you have any questions, you can visit us at LancasterArchery.com.